Yeah, what's going on, man? It's Donnie Houston, representing What They Talking About podcast, the voice of the South. I appreciate everybody who's been tuning in, listening to us every week. If it's your first time listening, make sure you subscribe to us on the podcast app. If you have an Apple iPhone, look us up on the Apple Podcast app. What They Talking About. No G on talking, B-O-U-T. Follow us, subscribe, give us the 5-star rating, share with your friends and family, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? Download that SoundCloud app. Look us up on there. Follow us on Instagram, WTTB Podcast. Follow us on Facebook, WTTB Podcast. Follow us on Twitter, WTTB Podcast. You know what I'm saying? If you're interested in and want to be a sponsor, or you have somebody that, you know, you think you might be a dope guest for the podcast, send us an email, WTTBPOD@gmail.com.
Donnie Houston.
Man, cuz it's going down. It's really going down. It's H-Town, Texas, baby. What's up? You know we real, cause you know how we do it on this side. We reckon, so what you talking about, huh? So what you talking about? So what you talking about, huh? So what you talking about?
It never really mattered too much to me. Oh, baby, that you're just too damn stiff for me.
These niggas with this
Let
bullshit.
me rub you down, even if it takes all
Those light skinned niggas brought us
Let
in.
me rub you down.
Rub it down in. Rub it down.
Yeah, I want that as my theme song. Like, y'all gonna have to record that.
There it is. We do
Yeah,
ball
a little
mysteries.
beatboxing going.
We do all the time.
You actually sound pretty good.
Quinceañeras.
Hey,
Yeah, that's-
listen, man. Episode 46. Episode 46 is going down. What They Talking About podcast. It's your boy Donnie Houston. Got my boy Devo in here. What's the deal?
Man, what it do, man?
Lean, what's going down?
We'll go down, people.
Peace.
What's up? What's
Hey,
up?
we got a special guest, man, Miss Joann Brito. I put a little sass on it for you.
A little sass on it.
Brito, Joann Brito. She is a mobile masseuse. Is that the correct word?
Yeah,
Masseuse? Mobile masseuse, you know what I'm saying? It's a mobile massage company. She massages, you know, some of the who's, and we're going to get into that later on. It's not your time right now.
Hey, I'm just here, you know. I'm just
No,
here.
I'm messing with you. It's her first time doing podcast and media run, so I'm just giving her a hard time.
Oh, that's what's
But
up.
nah, we happy to have her here, so we're gonna give it up for Joann. We happy to have her.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
It's our first masseuse, you know what I'm saying? I'm actually stiff right now. But listen, how's everybody doing? How's everybody's weekend?
Good. Cold.
Yeah.
Everybody's weekend was
Boys
shit was
just
cold.
to
The
this-
cold snuck up on
Yeah,
boys.
yeah, boys, just to this weather.
Yeah.
I ain't built for this.
Yeah.
I ain't built for it.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't. And then it got the nerve to be wet. Feel me? Like cold and wet. Like pick a struggle, man. It's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
I like the cold. Big girl. Yeah, I'm a big girl.
But do you like
though.
cold and
I don't
wet?
like cold and wet.
See, that's what I'm saying.
But
Yeah.
the cold is a little cold is okay. But it was a little too
I'm
cold.
cool with a little
A
cold.
little bit of some gumbo, some chili or something like that. You
Do you cook?
I do cook.
Okay.
I'm not eating meat right now besides seafood.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
you made the
pescatarian?
But I
mention-
do know how to. Yeah, pescatarian.
You made
but I
the
do.
mention. You said you a big girl. You said you like the cold. So you talking about some snuggling. That's what it sounds like you talking about.
I snuggle with my
Okay.
blanket.
Nah, you say you talking about some snuggling.
Yeah, we gon'
You know, I gotta like
We breaking
teeter-totter
it in.
around. I don't know where
Man,
these
nah, we
topic
breaking it.
can go.
We breaking it in. Listen, we gonna get into a lot of toxic masculinity real soon. Just hold tight.
Just I said, I just want to get some
Hold
understanding
tight, it's
about what
coming.
we're talking about here.
So listen, yeah, man, they cold snuck up on boys, man. I guess we can go ahead and get into our weekly run of news. Yeah. It's been. Listen, the last couple of episodes, it done been on the down note with the news and what's been going on, and this week is no different.
oh man.
So we're gonna go ahead and kick it off like this.
Goddamn.
Y'all heard about the mass shooting?
yeah, I heard about
That was unfortunate. It's a lot of shootings going on, and I seen something. And this wasn't at a school this time. This was what, at a club or something like that.
It was at a country music. They was doing a country music thing at some
It was like a bar or something.
It was at a bar or something, yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So rest in peace. Left 13 people dead. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure I forgot how many people injured or whatever. So rest in peace to those. But I saw something they was talking about. Because, niggas gonna always find a joke. You know what I'm saying? And this wasn't no school shooting. But, it was school shootings. Or, you know what I'm saying? Been a lot of school shootings this year. And niggas said, what the fuck was the ROTC program?
Them niggas do all them twirling of them guns. Then when it come time to defend something, them motherfuckers is ducking and hiding. I'm gonna need the ROTC to be useful. Shit. They get all the props come Veterans Day. Nigga,
Wait,
put
those
it
straps don't be
something.
loaded though in ROTC don't.
No, they don't. Them high schoolers out there.
Talking about what about the college shoot? No. They had some shit at Virginia Tech. Where was your antennas? When the nigga was in there.
No, we not. Nah, see,
We not going down there.
No, I didn't mean to go.
You're
that
the
deep.
same guy that said that.
Here we go.
After talking about Angela Simmons, baby daddy's dead.
What's the next topic, man?
Nah, bro, because niggas
I
love to
don't
bring
know
up
the
old
nigga
shit.
name. But Donnie says that Angela's available now.
What you just said?
that was
Why niggas love to bring up old shit?
What's the next topic?
Rest in peace, man.
Man, rest in peace to them 13,
And country music
man.
is problematic.
Y'all showing out in front of guests.
Yeah, come on, man. We got company, man. Shit.
Country music.
So listen, moving
Okay.
forward, man. Those fires, y'all saw that with them fires?
That's
California.
California having a hard time
That
right
shit
now,
is
man.
wild.
Man.
That shit is
wild.
It's
wild.
cold.
H-Time, we know about some floods and shit, but a fire?
Yeah.
That's a whole nother struggle.
And then they ground move out there too. California
Yeah, the
been trying to
earthquake,
tell
yeah.
them folks something. California been like, hey,
Yeah,
we going through some changes. Now y'all can choose to stay. But just know what come with that. We gonna have some yearly fires. The ground gonna shake yearly. And it's gonna go down every year until some shit shake.
And
Now-
they tax the shit out their ass out there too. It's expensive living out there.
yeah,
It
but they
is.
smoking
And that's the
gas. Ooh, they smoking gas. Shouts out to Kelly. Y'all on fire for real.
Okay. All right, we gonna move forward.
Them niggas is gas.
We gonna move forward.
I like how he transitions. Like he was talking about one thing and then he goes into something else.
Rest in peace to Stan Lee.
Oh yeah, most
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Y'all saw that?
Legend.
Yes.
Comic. Man.
He was over the Marvel franchise.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say rest in peace, and I'll be the first to say I never watched that shit.
Now, some of them
In the
shit's
first
live.
place.
You watched X-Men, didn't you?
Nigga,
I don't
no.
really watch that.
Yeah.
I
Not
didn't
as a
watch
kid, you didn't
X-Men.
watch the cartoon?
I went to sleep in Black Panther twice.
Hey, I can't lie. I'm
I still ain't seen the whole
say
movie.
this for the record.
I see that.
I went to sleep. One nigga was Black Panther.
You didn't like it?
Can we speak the truth now that it's over, dog?
Okay,
It was
let's talk
overhyped.
about it. Let's talk about
Because
it.
the livest part was they started them off with Too Short. That was, after that, it was, you know what I'm saying?
I
It
still
was
ain't
alright.
seen that bitch.
You ain't
You
missing
still ain't
nothing,
seen.
my
Wait a
brother.
minute. Wait a
You
minute.
gonna
Wait
it's
a
on
minute.
Netflix.
I went to sleep twice at the same part. When I went to sleep, one nigga
What's
said he
wrong?
was Black Panther, and when I woke
wrong
up,
with it?
another nigga was saying he was the Black
I
Panther.
love Black Panther. I loved it.
It was a cool movie. Yeah, I'm not
was
gonna.
alright.
It
I'm
was
not
a cool movie.
It was a cool movie.
It was a cool movie.
Yeah.
Just cool.
Yeah. Deathpool to me is better than Black Panther.
Oh, Deadpool.
Deadpool, my bad. Deadpool.
I ain't seen the
I know
second one,
y'all
though.
ain't into that shit. Like
I ain't
you
into
should.
none of that shit.
I know, but like
Rest in
fuck
peace,
with Batman.
rest in peace to Stan Lee, but
Rest in peace
I'll
to
be
him.
more sad when Donnie Simpson dies. Because I watch Video Soul.
Y'all talking about me?
Come on, bro.
I couldn't even say what I wanted to say about
Nah,
Black Panther.
respect.
Video Soul was,
But
was a solid
I
TV
feel you.
show, though.
Respect.
I feel you though. I'm not gonna lie.
Most definitely.
Respect.
Yeah,
I'm-
most definitely.
Hey, I
That
feel
nigga
you, bro.
Stupid, dog.
I feel you because when everybody was up in arms about Barbara Bush, I'm like, man, if you take Fantasia right now, I'm gonna be touched.
Dog,
I don't give a fuck about this
what are
shit.
you niggas doing?
If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
We must
ahead
protect. We
and
protect
free
Fantasia at
your
all
goddamn
costs.
self.
Free yourself.
Hey, she told that nigga, if you don't want me, then don't talk to me.
And then she
Fantasia was fed the
and
fuck
she was
up.
learning how to read at that point. And she said, "Don't want me, don't talk to me." I say, "Go and tell it.
If you don't want me, then don't talk to me.
Free yourself. Go,
Dog.
nigga,
Go.
please."
They had a whole lot of sass
Shouts out
on
to
it.
Fantasia.
Just go, nigga.
I had a whole lot of sass on it.
When a woman's fed up, she gonna come at you direct.
Speaking of woman's fed up, R. Kelly been lingering around this motherfucker for the last 2 weeks.
That
He
was
certainly
cold.
has.
Yeah.
Y'all seen that?
Yep.
I have.
And
Everywhere.
I think I ain't gonna lie. I think he putting together another stable
I believe I would have to
I
say the
in the
same.
city.
So.
because
Has he been around Yates?
I ain't gonna lie. I heard he was over there off Scott.
No, we
Oh,
can't
Scott.
have.
Okay, so that means
he did Carol's,
so if he's
Turkey
at
Leg
Carrollton,
Hut.
that means he's been near Madison.
Prospect Park,
What's the
Okay,
other
Prospect Park means he's been
Oh,
by
Rose
Sharpstown or
Gold.
Lamar.
Rose Gold.
Rose Gold.
R.
Where's
Kelly
Rose?
done made his rounds.
Okay, he's been over
He was
there.
at Alley Cat.
Okay, so he's over there
He
by
was at Alley Cat.
HSPVA.
He fell through Alley Cat on Thursday.
Look, HISD, y'all be on the lookout, man,
6 HISD.
because he near your campuses. If he been to Carol's, he done been Madison. If he done been at the Turkey Leg Hut, he done been by Yates.
He making his
I'm
round.
gonna tell you this. At this point, man, listen. You choose to get involved with that man, that's on you.
Y'all know what he do.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
I'm not tripping with Robert.
I'm sure he got a lot of. He don't even need to do that. I'm sure he got a lot of women that are just R. Kelly.
he been having it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he been doing what he been doing.
We're not gonna slander the king.
We not.
That's the first thing we're not gonna do.
He's a legend.
For real. Because I'm gonna tell you
Yeah.
what, Contagious come on, nigga. I'm turning it up. And nigga, what the hell is going on between the sheets in my home?
But you go to certain cities and then it's like you get so much love in a new way. It's like new love. So it's like, oh, I'm just going to stay and kind of take that in.
might
He's
for a
getting a
little
lot of
bit.
love out here, and I think, I
Yeah.
mean, shit, R. Kelly, like, fuck it, it's a nice place to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, people come to the H anyway and fall in love with it, you know what I'm saying? But nobody's down here, like, I think people, especially when you talking about in the hood and shit, they don't give a fuck about none of that other shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's tripping on none of that shit. They just like, nigga, this is R. Kelly, I like his music.
It's a whole bunch of R. Kellys in the hood, truth be told.
Come on,
That's
man.
been going on.
Come on.
You know what I'm
Nigga,
saying?
24, girlfriend 15.
Yeah. We seen it in high school.
Yeah, you know when niggas was coming to pick her up.
I can't compete with this nigga. He got a car.
That nigga got a whole slab.
That nigga
You know what I'm saying? I got a
he can
curfew. He got
the
a
nigga
car.
can buy
That nigga got
alcohol
an
legally.
apartment. Fuck that. I had a car in high school. Nigga got an apartment.
I'm talking about middle school niggas pulling up.
Ah, see,
That's what I'm saying.
niggas is predators, bro.
For
so,
sure.
So that's why R. Kelly get the love in the hood that he get.
Because niggas can relate to young pussy, bro. You are ridiculous, bro.
Nah.
But facts are facts, though.
Nah. This is getting way too dark. Listen, listeners, I apologize for that whole last segment.
You know what? I do. That was important.
All that R.
Nigga,
Kelly shit, I'm
That was-
sorry about it. You know what I'm
But that
saying?
nigga, you know what? I'm not even putting that on him
Nah.
because the court of law said, let's get off R. Kelly, man.
Nah, it's nothing but man. R. Kelly came down here. Shit, I wish I would have. I went to go pull up on OG. I ended up falling asleep, but I had the mind to go pull up on OG.
Old groper.
Nah, we're not doing that, man. Look, respect. Respect.
Put some respect on Mr. TP too.
Respect, man.
Hit hard from the back.
Down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That nigga started off like that.
Yeah,
All right, man, I'ma stop fucking with the kids.
listen. We
That
gonna,
nigga might catch me in these streets.
Nah, it ain't no disrespect to R. Kelly, man, because that's what's gonna happen is that I don't want nobody to come to what they talking about podcast and think, man, all them niggas do is start up shit. You know what I'm saying? On the cool, just on some real shit. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all already know, we done already had some issues. You know what I'm saying? With things being misinterpreted, dog. Like. Nah, you know what I'm saying? We not starting no shit over here to what they talking about podcast. We really just chopping it up. And that's that, man. I apologize for my brothers.
Don't put that on the dog.
Yeah, don't put that off on me, but I am apologizing for the crew, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the fellas get carried away. So now we got Joann here. How you doing, Joann?
I'm doing good.
All right.
Just enjoying, the vibes.
Now we got you here, Joann. So listen, you're the massage ninja.
Yes.
Okay, you gave you that name. What does that mean? You sneak in and rub a nigga down and leave?
Just like real, I'm good with my hands, like lethal, like,
Yeah.
Oh,
smooth,
okay.
fluid with it, like Bruce
Okay.
Lee, you know?
Nice. Got the touch.
But
So-
in the massage world.
Nice. So how long? What were you doing before that?
Before I owned a physical therapy clinic
Okay.
for 7.5 years. And then, close to 7 years. And then I went to school, but then I walked away from my business and was like, well, let me just go ahead and take this test until I figure out what I want to do next. And I just kind of never left it. It just kind of took a life of its own. So that's been 12 years now.
12 years. Nice.
12 years. 12
Nice.
years.
So you have the book out right now. It's a guidebook to mobile massage, tips from the massage ninja by Joann Brito. Y'all check that out. You know what I'm saying? It's available on Amazon and everywhere books are sold, right? Or is Amazon the only
I
place
don't know.
that's selling
I need
books?
to-
Are you
I
in
know
Barnes
for
and Noble and all that?
I don't know. I think somebody's working on that right now for
Okay.
me.
Well,
Yeah.
Amazon right now.
But
For sure.
Amazon
Everybody
for
goes to
sure.
Amazon anyway. Go to Amazon and pick up the book. Check it out. You know what I'm saying? It's a real dope book. It's not just for people who are interested in being masseuse and getting into the massage business. It's also just, I think, just a lot of cool like tips and things you can apply to just wanting to be an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Whether just about getting an LLC or just how to pursue clients. You know what I'm saying? Just different types of things that you can apply. If you're just trying to be an entrepreneur, but especially if you're into the massage thing. So y'all check this out for sure. So listen, we're gonna get into it. What prompted you to write this book?
I actually was I've been working on another book for almost 2 years, and then I had surgery earlier this year. And so because I couldn't move around, I was kind of stuck. I was able to actually go through all those filtered messages on Instagram, the little box.
Right.
So I was just responding, and a lot of the stuff I kept was like the same stuff. And then I was like, oh, maybe I should just write a book on this. And so I just did that in a few months.
Oh,
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah, the other one's going to be more in depth and how my approach on how I work on the body and with pictures and everything else. But this, I was answering the same questions over and over again.
So you mean to tell me from inception and you thought about it to physical form, that's how many months?
3 months, 3.5 months.
Damn,
3
no
months.
shit. Tell us, I want to hear more about that from
I mean, it was really just that simple, which is kind of weird because I've been working on this other book, like I said, 2 years. And then I just kept answering questions. So I just wrote out an outline. What all do I want to talk about? What am I going to talk about in each topic? And then just kind of wanted to make it as easy as a read as possible. I didn't want it to have too much filler or fluff stuff because I've noticed that in a lot of guidebooks or whatever, they just fill it with a bunch of BS just to add pages. So I didn't want mine to have that. So I just kind of as quick to the point, easy to understand. If somebody didn't know anything about the business, they could pick it up and be like, okay, well, this is a good starting point. And then you just kind of build off of that.
Right. That's what's up. So I mean, it's a lot of good stuff in here, but we're gonna go ahead and just get to it because. Okay, well, you have these private sessions you do, right?
Right.
Okay, so how does one go about you do celebrity clients and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I have a lot of celebrity clientele. Most of my clients are athletes.
Athletes, okay.
Musicians are particularly athletes are the bulk of my 80%.
Nice. So is it a different approach with a musician versus an athlete or something like that?
No, I mean, it just depends. I mean, different athletes, it depends. If you're a football player, if I got a lineman, they are in a squatted position a lot of the times. And they're, just kind of, there's specific things with the body that are kind of common with just all of us. But then when I break it down to this is what you do, this is position specific, then I kind of will alter some things here and there.
Okay.
Right.
So, but yeah, I just kind of, it's you're a DJ, so you try to find and fill out the flow of the crowd and what they're vibing and what they're rocking.
Right.
You may have an idea in your head of what your approach is going to be, then you may mix it up depending on. So I kind of do that when I work on somebody.
Right.
It's the same thing. I have my initial roadmap and then I may
freestyle it.
So everybody's not getting the same massage.
No, not exact same
Yeah.
massage. I have a kind of a specific routine I do, but then I will switch it up because some may need a little more stretching, some may need a little more detailed work in certain areas than other people, so, but I have a specific thing in my head, a little roadmap, and then I will, deviate from that. And
Do you come hot stones and all that, or is it just mostly hands?
mostly hands.
What the fuck?
No, it's
shit, nigga want to know. I was thinking that too. What's this nigga?
I personally like
He's ready to book a goddamn appointment.
I don't do it. I don't carry them anymore because it's too bulky. I do talk about that in the book. If you do if somebody wanted to have them, I would either have a client already have them at their house.
Yeah.
or I'd get like Himalayan stones, which are, they're
Himalayan.
faster to heat up. You don't need water. You just kind of plug it in and it's a little faster. And you can warm them up or
Player from the Himalayas.
Nah, that's a good question. I mean, you really going in. So I mean, this is a real like intimate thing. You know what I'm saying? With these rocks and these
rocks and
massages.
things.
Yeah, I like.
These
I mean,
racks.
I like having it done when I,
So-
when I get worked on. But it's just like I said, it's not a necessity. It's kind of like more of a. It's not needed.
Are you doing men and women or just mostly?
Oh
men?
yeah, men and women. I have men, women, kids. I even, like
Okay.
I'm really into like teaching them young,
Mm-hmm.
And then it's so interesting how kids, they really pay attention, because I'll go and work on guys, and a lot of the guys like say they'll have their iPads and they're watching film while they're getting worked on. And then like maybe their son may want to come, and here he comes with his iPad. He don't have no film, but he'll be like playing his game or watching, so I love seeing that, because it's like you're passing it on, and then they know how to take care of their body as they get older, they have so many things more accessible to them now. If you look at a player that played like 30 years ago and guys that played now, that there's a big difference,
Yeah, sports nutrition is different. Everything, training regimens, all kind of stuff.
Because you got to have a life after you play, or
Right.
after you're done on the road. As a musician, I feel it's harder because there's no seasons. It's like somebody could be on the road for like a year, or or two at a time. Maybe small breaks in between. So, but whereas athletes, you're in season from this time to this time.
Right.
And a mom, I could have house moms, that job is 24/7. So it's like, I like to tailor and just make sure everybody can have life and feel good after, for like when your kids have kids and,
So what's so what's like, you got something?
No.
Okay, so what's like you were saying like the kids having kids and all that. So what's like some of the health benefits of like getting the massages and all that types of things like?
Well, it's not even just massage. Like I just try to keep your body as like mobile and kind of pliable as possible, so you're able just to move and function. But I also like to teach people how to do their own homework in their off time, because I don't think massage is like the end all be all. I do think you need to stretch. You need to maybe go see a chiropractor, get some acupuncture, do Pilates and yoga, get your flexibility up, which is like really core and flexibility you want to try to maintain, especially as you get older, because that's the first thing to go. As you get older is your range of motion, because as you get older, your muscles get stiffer, you kind of get into yourself, and then when you get tighter, you move slower, you move less. So I just try to, not only with the massage, help them have that freedom of movement, but then try to teach people, well, hey, you should probably do this, and this too. So it all kind of comes together and it lasts longer.
Hey, one thing I've been seeing lately is this cupping trend.
Yeah.
The cupping, yeah.
That's my favorite thing
What's
to do.
Can you explain that? Because I'm very illiterate when it comes to that.
Yeah, so
What's the-
cupping, the traditional ways with the fire, they put alcohol in a glass cup and fire, and then they would stick it on. That's traditional Chinese cupping. So I do the vacuum cupping, which is just kind of like a pump, and it sucks
Pulls
up
the
the
blood,
skin.
right?
And the main thing it does is it draws the tissue up to where, because a lot of us don't move a lot, or say if you sit at a desk and you're like this all the time and your shoulders get then all this is going to be tight. So the cupping, what I like is I can position it in different areas of the body. It brings in the skin, we get the areas that you're not getting movement and you're not working on, the fluid just kind of sticks and it's like stagnant. So the cupping draws that old stagnant fluid up, and then it gets everything. It brings in new fluid, new oxygen, and then then it also helps me as a therapist, because it kind of tenderizes the tissue in a sense. Like, if you're gonna cook meat or something, you gotta marinate it and you gotta tenderize it and get it ready. So when you cook it, it's like nice and juicy and supple. So that's how it is with the skin.
So you massaging after the cupping?
Oh yeah. And then I do different variations. I may just place
You
it
look
there.
like you're ready.
Nigga just be sitting there with the nigga. You marry me or what? The nigga be ready to fall in love.
He's got that look in his eye. You understand me?
So look, you ready to do this thing or what?
But it saves
got a
my
futon in the
hands,
back.
though. That's why I
The
like
fold
doing
line.
it, because I'd like to save my hands. Because, you know, instead of me spending, I'll work on somebody, he could be like dense. Like, it might take me 30, 40 minutes to, like, just loosen them up. That first, you know, like, fascial layer, just to loosen it up. And then, so that, like, breaks it down to where I can get to it a little faster. And I can do more with the time that I have, you know?
So the purpose of the blood coming out of it kind of give me I know you explained, but
so when you bring in when it brings in that new blood flow, that new oxygen, then you're helping, like, your tissue is able to move and function. It becomes more free as opposed to it being bound up like this. And then it also helps me kind of like contour your skin. Like it helps me kind of break everything down, loosen it up, and then I tell people what they need to do after, which 9 times out of 10 is icing, which people don't like to do.
no.
How long is the cup in like how long are you having these cups on? Like how long is the whole process?
It'll be anywhere from like 30 seconds to a minute to maybe up to close to 7 to 10 minutes. It just depends on what I'm trying to do. And then sometimes I use the cups and I massage.
I want to try that shit
with it.
once just because I'm tired of seeing people do it. And I'm like,
I
man,
will.
what is that
Hey,
shit?
I can do it for you.
Like, I do it one time. I do it once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do it once.
No, no, you can do it.
Should document it.
Yeah, we should
Document it. Hell yeah, that'll
we
be.
should have a
Adrianna,
whole
Here we
massage
go.
session.
Adrianna, listen, you on your way to the top.
Your future is bright, girl.
I got a job for you. It's gonna be big. This gonna be the one. The bullshit nigga gonna line you up just like that.
Hey,
I got something for you, girl.
Hey, speaking of bullshit, niggas, how being in this
You done beat
profession
me
that
to
you in, yeah, fucking go ahead, hey. Any times you'd have been tried, cause you dealing with
Horny niggas, you done got them feeling all good.
you dealing with niggas.
they didn't ask to see if it's a happy ending.
Niggas with money, and you know niggas with money got a whole nother
That ego
ego
coming
and
in
pride.
there, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Think a nigga can take it there because he got it. You know what I'm saying? How do you, I guess, or do you?
Maneuver through those
She
situations.
say-
like lay
She
down,
call it. She
like, look
say,
here.
say they be coming with that tent.
Oh yeah, so I talk about that in my book.
Okay,
I
yeah.
talk about the how to handle section. So there is the advances, how to handle your advances and unintentional arousal.
Calm down, big fella.
But I think first and foremost, it is definitely how you go. I mean, I don't think sometimes you can't prevent it, somebody just hitting on you. But I do feel like the way you carry yourself and how you
And then you
approach
come in there because you
everything.
just look so lovable. You know what I mean?
I think I am pretty lovable.
Nah, you
But
got a
not
very
lovable
lovable
like
got
that.
aura.
But
Yeah, not lovable like that. Like,
No,
no.
you're right, but a man gonna be
Yeah.
a man at times.
Yeah.
Certain niggas don't know how to control
Yeah.
themselves.
Right. No, but I mean,
You
I
coming out all lovable with your oils and your rocks and your cups.
Sound like a whole
Well, no
lot of
rocks,
toxic
but with my
masculinity
cups.
going on.
No, we just keeping it
massage
100 like
gun.
that. You know what I'm saying? You coming out with all that. All that.
No, I mean, I go through my 3 phases, basically, like, just play dumb. Just play dumb. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, you know, like an example, one guy said one time, like, oh, well, you don't have to be scared to touch me. And I'm like, oh, I got to touch you to work on you. Like, just act stupid.
The dingy roll.
And then if that doesn't work, then in a playfully way, because at the end of the day, I try to
At the end of the
protect
day,
my
you come in
coin as much as I can.
No, I feel that.
And I have a lot of masculine energy, and I've been around guys so much anyway, so I don't even get mad. If you want to try just to see if you can do it,
Right.
then it's fine. But
You
just
real.
as long
Yeah,
as you
because
know
they
it's
come in
not
with that
going to
10
happen.
energy. They come in for
Yeah.
sure with that 10 energy.
And they'll try. Then usually after
Energy.
I kind of say no, it ain't happening.
Look, when I
then-
went out of town and got a massage at the resort, the little girl with I had the 10 energy. I'm just keeping it real. I
pushed the 10?
didn't expect for her to do anything about that 10. I just wanted her to understand that hey, you're doing a good job.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
But like you said, it's unintentional. I mean,
It's
it just
unintentional.
happened.
It's
I want you to understand
Alright,
that
yeah.
you got the music set, you got these stones on me. You
rubbing on your
you didn't ask me to
legs.
turn over. Now I'm laying like this. You got
You
me
vulnerable?
feeling good. You got the little.
You're vulnerable.
I'm vulnerable. you got the little music, the ding 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 ding.
It's
ding in the
all-
back.
Not that, but
So
then she
serene
come in
in
with
there.
then she come in with cups.
with the cups.
And really just take it to the next level.
Get your
And
skin
then
all
take the
fluid.
cups off and then get to rubbing.
Come on, man.
Like a
Tenderize.
Probably
Yeah.
put a nice lavender oil on a nigga or
I think
something.
if you were to ask, maybe we need to have a follow up. Maybe I'll have some of my players or something come over. But it's not like one of the my
Had a
my
Sade going
massages
on.
are really not
There
like a
must have
feel
been
good
an
relaxing
angel by
massage. Mine is
side.
normally like
You in there.
to fix something. It's like pain with a purpose.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
so
Niggas like that pain.
yeah, they do, and their feel good parts in it.
Yeah,
But you know,
Rub me harder. God damn it. Right there, girl. Elbow drop me.
Oh, get my lumbar.
Elbow drop me.
Nigga be Joann.
Put that knee in my back.
That bitch moaning.
This is an idiot. I don't know where they come from, Joann.
he's like, they ain't messing up my massage.
Shit, I'm trying
so-
to get me one where y'all bullshit.
So tell
I'll
me this,
tell
what's
you
the
about
what's
it.
the wildest? Give me the wildest advance.
The worst advance, and it's this. Well, there's so when we get to
I
the
need about a
final
man and a
phase
woman.
where somebody is like they really are persistent about getting some special attention.
Oh, so they pulling
I
something
just,
out.
I mean, I just be like, I can't help you. I can give you some oil. Do you need to go to the bathroom to go handle that really quick or whatever? So, and this has happened 3 times in my whole career. So twice in one year, it happened 2 times in the same year, and the third time, the guy was like, I mean, he got the oil, was trying to stay on my table, and I'm like, no, like you got to get up. Like,
He said, oh, you
cannot.
gonna see this.
Like,
with
no,
a
you gotta
monster.
get- But he goes in the mirror. Sorry, Sarah, you're not listening to this. Okay, yeah. Oh my God. So, but he goes in the mirror and basically jacks off in the mirror,
Wow.
and I'm just sitting there like,
You gonna learn today.
I ain't gonna lie, that's
come
some
on.
creep
That's some creep
ass shit. That's some
you
creep
know.
shit,
But
man.
you know, my thing
He
is
said you gonna see this
Yeah, he
nigga.
like, I'm gonna get this off today.
I'm
I
just
thought I was
like,
coming here to get some, and I couldn't.
Either you.
I can't help you with that. That's all I'm saying. I ain't never
I'm gonna
even
get
did
this off
nothing with a
anyway.
boyfriend
That's
on my
tough.
table, so it's kind of like I always feel like that's like I have to have good juju
Yo,
on
man,
my
that
table.
nigga was a
real.
goat
I don't
level
see-
scumbag.
I don't know, man. I just ain't never really been that type of creep to just ask for that
That's a
type
whole
of
other
action.
level of creep.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe he thought that was gonna do something, but I'm just like, okay, you're gonna clean that, and you're gonna go wash your hands. Okay.
Should've been
now
like-
you good now. You
Should have been
good?
like
And
Roma.
then you get to going back. You good? You get
No,
to-
I just told him like, you good? He's okay. Yeah, I guess.
Say,
Like,
I'm
okay, right. Then we go right back, and I do the massage,
I'm
and
good.
I'm fine.
Oh, you finished the massage?
Yeah, I finished the
geez.
massage.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I said if
Professional.
I tell
That's-
some. Oh no, he still paid me. I think he was. Yeah, he still tipped me.
You got the tip on that.
See,
Yeah.
wrong
Literally.
kind. This is the wrong kind of massage policy. You do real massage.
No, yeah, I do
So
not.
this ain't
like-
one of them fly by nights with the blacked out window massage
No,
policy.
it's not one of
not
those.
Oh,
that.
that's not what's going on.
No funny
over here.
business.
Yeah, no funny business.
The only I will assist you with
No
some
door
oil.
fee.
I will give you the oil. You know, because I feel like you're gonna pay for this oil. So.
Asking for a friend, what kind of
pay for this shit.
asking for a friend, what kind of oil is that?
Oh well.
That nigga trying to get the scoop on the low though.
What kind of
That
oil
nigga
is he,
asking
what kind of
for a
oil is he
friend.
talking about?
Yeah, what you working with
What you
over
working with
there?
over there?
Stupid.
Since you
Okay.
selling books, you ever thought about taking it to the next level, selling some oils or some shit like that?
Yes. Well, I'm working on.
So you put your
I am
own oil
working on
together?
a cupping. Not yet. I'm working on my cupping product right now.
Okay.
Oh.
I will show y'all off camera.
That's what's up.
Right.
Okay, see that
It's like
cupping,
it.
that sounds like some next level shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some next level shit, man.
I've
But
seen
I
it.
love it. I love. That's like my favorite modality to use in a massage. I
and for
love.
somebody
I
like
really
you
gotta
to be
try it,
speaking
man.
so
Like, that's the
highly
new
of,
wave.
Yeah, that speak volume.
Right. I mean, I feel like I'm gonna focus on that and then finish my. Those are like my top 2 priorities, and then other than I'll do the oil. I think everything else will come later.
If you
But-
want the massage ninja, what would it been if it wasn't that? Like, what were the other names you went through before you was like, you know what, I'm going to be the massage ninja?
I don't know. I didn't really think of it. Joann. Joann the massage therapist is just what I used to call myself, and then massage ninja just happened.
I got one for you because I was talking to somebody who's she was married, but and then she got into massage therapy, and the husband shut all that shit down. You know what I mean? So
Touching no
is
other
it-
niggas.
Yeah, that's what I said. You ain't finna go in there rubbing on niggas. I ain't meet you with a massage therapist. Now we married. You want to go rub niggas?
Well, you know what? I would have to say it takes a strong man because my job is a dating hazard.
And that's what I was going to say. So how hard is it for you to maintain a relationship knowing, okay, you going around, you know, you got to be a hell of a guy to be.
No, it is hard. And
Yeah,
then
you
the
got to be
type
comfortable
of,
with yourself to go around somebody
yeah.
like this. You know, these athletes and these entertainers and all this and
No, it's
whatever.
hard.
You know what I mean? Just high end type of guys where, you know, if I'm working at a tire shop. You know what I mean?
You got a whole lot going on.
Yeah.
Them niggas got cars
Yeah.
too. Hey, I'm holding nuts at this tire shop. You gonna respect me? I don't care how many niggas you roll.
Oh my God.
There's gonna be some respect.
Nigga say you ain't gonna tighten all the bolts on his forges.
Look, if she run
Bitch,
there,
y'all losing all the bolts on your goddamn tires.
if
You
she
better
rubbing
let it
these rockets and these Texans, bring that sack home. Bring that sack home.
Well, and my thing is, if you're not paying my bills and you're not doing enough for me not to
Right.
Do
work,
that
then you know
Look, this
Has it been an issue for you with that?
Yeah, definitely.
What's going on?
It's hard for me to date because you know, like especially when I do date somebody, you know, when I get invited to an event or a party or whatever, then whoever I'm dating, I want to bring you with me so you can like enjoy it with me, you know.
Right.
But then that becomes a problem. Well, you sure you ain't never messed with?
Because now y'all they looking at y'all interaction and they feeling some type of way.
That becomes an issue. And then I have a bad insomnia, but for my business, it's great. So some people that aren't in the industry or don't understand, they're like, why are you going to this person's house at like 10, 11 o'clock at night?
Right.
Or midnight. Or if I'm working a show, like there's a concert in town and I am working backstage and then the artist wants a massage after.
Oh, so you think you hanging with them rappers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
okay,
it
so
is.
that's-
Yeah, but it's not even just. I've worked on. I mean, a
You
lot.
going over there rubbing on all them goddamn
Yeah,
niggas?
but
You
it's
ain't
just
even
like, but
rubbing
you
on
know
me.
how it is after the concert. Then they may have an appearance, or they may have a meet and greet, and then they have you know, like press to do, whatever. So by the time I'm get to that massage, it may be 2, 3 in the morning, or 4. And then they want to get worked on before they have to get back on the bus or fly out the next. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that stuff is normal. But for the normal person or average person, they're just like, that don't make no sense. Or if you're going at this time of the night, you got to be doing other shit.
Right.
Like, no, I'm not. Like,
I know the way you rub me.
So let's do this. I guess because we're talking about it, can you just name some of the clients? You know what I'm saying, so people can maybe kind of get a picture of what we're talking about.
I mean, I have a lot of Texans guys.
Okay.
Rick Ross is my client right now.
Hey, protect
Rick
Ross
Ross.
at all costs, man. We need Wingstop Roberts to make it.
Right.
We need him to be Gucci. That's my nigga.
You know what he is? That is I mean, like you get around him, you want to like work on stuff of your own too, and he's really encouraging. He's very patient with his business and all of his moves, so it's good to learn.
Shouts
from
out to the
somebody
boss,
like that.
man. Shouts out. It's
I
good
like to
hear.
hear people that come off the way that they really are. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
No,
'Cause
he
Rick
really
Ross comes
is
off
that
like
way.
he really is.
He comes
like
off
just
as a genuine
solid
guy.
dude.
You know, it's
Yeah.
most definitely all about.
Okay.
You know, or I have like veteran players like, you know, like Andre Johnson and that, you know, so that's where, and even when I mentor people, I'm like, sometimes you won't post everything. I'm real bad about, I'm trying to get better with my social media posting, but like making sure you have a good reputation and whatever, because it's hard to get those kind of clients. If you just go and see somebody out, you're like, hey, I do, you know, you do your little pitch. This is what I do, blah, blah, blah. Whereas, like y'all were talking about the vetting kind of system earlier, it's one thing when you go out and do it, but then if somebody, like they call Andre Johnson and they're like, hey, who would you go to? And he always like, I love him to death because he always like, he's given me so many clients, I don't even, I can't
That's why
even.
he's
That's
a
what's
legend.
up.
He support black
That's
business.
right.
Shouts
He's a
out to
god.
Andre supporting black business. Goddamn it.
For sure. For sure. Y'all want to get into some bullshit? Or
Yeah.
y'all want to keep it professional?
We've been with the fuckery for a while. I was just waiting for some more
He's
fuckery.
like getting antsy, like, wait.
What you got for us?
I'm gonna toss it to Devin and then I'm just gonna backdoor if it get out of hand.
Okay.
I'm like,
I ain't gonna even let it go there because I want to hear some fuckery out of peas.
Go ahead. Let's go.
All right. What the bullshit?
Come on now. We ain't got a lot of time to be wasting on
I
that,
thought you
man.
had a
thought you
bullshit
had-
topic.
I didn't have no bullshit really on the cool.
I ain't had no bullshit. And I was waiting on you with the bullshit.
Well, I guess what we got another woman here, so we can ask. What do you think is the average number of sexual partners
Yeah. Okay.
for
Okay.
a woman? For a woman that's around 30,
Let's just say
in her
30.
30s, in her 30s,
I don't know.
on average.
And 7 to 12.
Because we can. Because before, wait, hold tight. Because before you get started, I want to let you know that we came up with the reasonable number to be about 48.
Yes.
48?
Yes.
Yeah.
And let's get to the clear understanding. Let's get to the
48?
No, it makes sense.
Listen,
At the
just-
age of 30?
Hold
Yes.
tight.
If
Hold
you're
tight.
starting, did we say from 16 or 18? We started from
We
18.
said
right?
16.
16.
Oh, we can go even from 18.
48?
Going 18. Okay. There's gonna be a point. The whole phase does exist. No shade on any horn.
Right.
We respect the horn.
Yeah, no. It's nothing but love. over
Nothing but love. But that phase is gonna come. So within that phase, you can go from 5 to 20 dicks very quickly, in a very quick span. Very quick span.
there. We talking freshman, sophomore, yeah.
Yeah, we talking certain girls' trips. We know what it is. We
Spring
know.
break.
No need to be like, nah, we don't do that. Yes, you do.
And put this disclaimer and hold your thought real quick. This is not all women.
All
Not
women.
all. We just
This
saying
is
on
average.
average.
On
This is an average. If you're not that
Average.
average,
We talking about a C.
we're talking about
On average.
Well, I
because
think
there's some on
48
the low
is kind of
end.
high.
No, some on the low
48?
end. Oh no,
I think that's high.
some of your homegirls might be at 100. They just ain't telling
They
you.
ain't telling- and they not
may
telling you
be.
because
I'm
you
not
ain't out there
saying
like that.
But
But
they
I'm
not the
saying,
average.
I mean, even speaking from a person who has had a few whole moments in her life, my number is not that high.
What's relative
Listen.
that high?
Like, I was thinking in my head.
we talking
I want to
semantics
say
here.
That's what I'm
probably
saying.
at least roughly maybe 13, 14.
Man, come on, you playing
For
games.
real.
Okay, just understand the
At
average
least
mind
like
when you
maybe around there. I may be off one
When
or
you- when you-
below,
But see,
up or
y'all know
lower,
women
above
rules.
one.
You a
Y'all
great
know-
woman to say you
Might
had a
as well
whole
like
phase
credit.
and then drop 13, 14.
see. Look,
No, I think that's
No,
I think
I'm
that's
not.
a lot of
No.
people, though.
Do you know
What
the
I'm saying is,
formula
what I'm saying is,
before
God
we
bless
get-
you.
Before we tell you
Go
about the
ahead.
number, does she know the formula?
No, I don't know the formula.
Okay, whatever
Tell me the
number
formula.
a woman throws out, it gets multiplied by 4.
Oh my God!
Because we
like
like-
my
because we
vagina
like to-
hurts right now,
we
and
like to-
I'm like,
No, we just like to be honest.
Just
on the
think
nigga
about
that's on
that
my
man.
podcast.
That sounds like a title.
Thinking about that math.
ooh, I know. I'm like,
Just think about
what?
just think about it in a 14-year span. Let's just say you 3 people a year? That's
Three?
not
That's
not
a lot of people. Well,
It's
I mean,
4 quarters in
about
a
it.
year.
I think as
quarters
I've
in a
gotten
year.
older, I just really don't like have sex as often. But
You around here massaging niggas.
yeah, maybe that might be it. Maybe that
Yeah,
might be
you're getting it out.
Your job is blocking your sex life.
Well, it's doing that too sometimes. But
You hear-
I'm just saying. But I mean, and I could say I started. I mean, I
can't
had
get a nigga
my
to stick
daughter
around
at
because all these
17.
motherfuckers ain't got pride issues.
I mean, I'm 40, but I had my daughter at 17. But my number is not that high.
But you know why? Because
At 40,
you're
you
not-
holding
you're-
on to 13,
it's
14?
about.
That-
We'll just say maybe 15. I mean, in 15 is pushing it. We'll say 15. We'll just do a solid 15.
Some
but then
people
you
be-
say 4, and then my vagina hurts when you say that.
At 60.
That's a
60.
lot.
I
That's
know-
a
I
lot
know
of
some-
people.
I know
that's
some
a little
women with a
above
60
average, But I
piece.
know some.
I know some women with. I had
I
somebody
know
tell
women
me.
too that are like that as well. But I'm saying you're
She
saying
not
the
one of them
average.
women.
You're saying like average women. Like, are you thinking about women that are like bopper girls?
No,
or are
I'm
you
talking
thinking about women
they have
that
good
are?
jobs. Go to church every Sunday.
And that's the one. See, the one with the
Look.
job, she's the one because you can't
Good
tell her
job.
shit because she
Good
got her own
benefits.
money in her own apartment.
Yeah.
Married.
and she don't need you.
Hey, look, and go.
You
and,
can leave.
and got insurance.
Here
so
come
she
that
going to
toxic
get that thing
masculinity I was
checked
telling you
every
about.
year.
Come on now, let's go. We got it. Come on, we going
She
in the
getting
good
that
place,
well
fellas.
woman
Let's keep
every
it going.
year. That thing
We
is
going in
out,
the
that
good
thing
place,
is
fellas.
immaculate.
Let's
But
go.
yeah, niggas is in
Let's
there.
go.
Niggas is in there.
Let's
Look,
go.
y'all talking to a nigga that know these things.
Tell 'em about
Don't
it,
hold
brother.
that
I'm not
against me, but
knocking.
I'm
I
telling
just
you what
feel.
I know.
I mean, if a girl can handle that much penis and she wants to take
Penis.
that, then I'm like, that's
Penis.
fine. But that's a lot of penis in
You
your
think it
vagina.
is the penis?
Yeah.
think it-
I think I've always had the philosophy of like, if all else fails, I would just prefer to recycle a penis than to like add a number
I've
to
been
my
hearing that a
count.
lot from women that they
So,
that y'all get
I'll
into that.
recycle.
Repeat offenders.
You
I hear
know?
that.
Cause you know a nigga ain't gonna turn down no puss.
Nah, nigga,
But then y'all go repeat the nigga be married. It don't even matter.
Oh,
I've been
I don't
fucking
like
this.
married.
I've been fucking this nigga since '97.
Yeah, that's just what it is.
I'm gonna send his ass back home.
Me and Rodney got a special relationship.
Right. No, but I have friends that do like they just like dating, messing with guys that have. I
That are
guess I think
married.
they have commitment issues or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't like to share. I don't know if it's because I'm half Mexican or something, and I'm
Oh,
and
that
black.
motherfucker-
That
Mexican
Al-
dude
Oh,
hard
you
to
done
shake.
stabbed. Oh, you done
Like this
stabbed a
shit.
couple niggas.
I ain't did it yet.
Oh, that's why you
You ain't get shit. You ain't get
I'm not into stabbing. I'm not into like messing up property because I don't want you fucking up my shit.
That's
so I'm not
true.
gonna mess
I
up
like
your
that.
stuff.
Respect. That's
real.
honorable.
So
respect.
now I
That's
was
honorable.
really
Queen.
close one time.
That's fine.
I was real
That's
close
cool.
one
But you
time.
contain your emotions.
Yeah,
God
but
bless
that
you
was
for
hard.
Yeah, that's
cool.
that's an easy way to make the black man come up out of shell.
He got his just due. Know that. Somewhere down the line.
Yeah, but no, no. Mm-mm. I don't like to share.
So y'all gonna ask you who eat ass or not?
Wait, what you gonna say?
In front of a daughter.
Wait, what did you say?
I think Donnie said.
What did you say?
Do y'all really want to do this?
He said, do you partake in the eating of the ass?
Oh hell no.
Okay.
No. Oh no. No. But men do have now when I have this topic with guys, because guys have a colon.
So wait,
okay?
you've talked about this before?
Yes.
This is a guy?
So because men have a colon, okay, even if they're straight men,
Don't
they
come with
do
this G-spot bullshit.
They do like the stimulation because y'all have.
No, that's toxic femininity.
I mean, not a colon.
No.
What y'all have? Prostate.
No.
Because it is stimulating.
I saw a girl on Facebook talking about that G-spot bullshit.
Oh no, they know better than that.
Look,
no.
Maybe this is toxic masculinity here, but
I'm cool.
Look, I understand about that prostate. I understand that I come to a certain age, my prostate got to get checked by a certain manner. Look. Fuck that test, man. Whatever go down.
Oh, okay, I thought you was finna take it to.
No, I'm not getting the prostate test. Is what I'm saying. So that means
you gonna ride it out.
Why would you not do
look
that?
at your prostate.
I'm not. Look, my old man waited.
I ain't got mine.
You gonna ride it out.
Do you know how they got to
I ain't
test
got
it?
mine.
I know they
But I'm
gotta
gonna get my
test the
chick
G,
someday.
but damn.
Think about all the technology we got, and you got to stick your finger in my ass
Oh,
to
you know
tell
what?
me
They got some new shit now. They don't have to see.
It's a new thing. They ain't gotta do it like that. I don't believe.
what else they sticking in my ass.
No, but they do.
No, it's something else.
They do
They don't
stick something in there though.
No, you ain't
No,
sticking nothing.
it's a
That's
new
why I'm
thing,
gonna
I
wait till the
heard.
new technology come
I
out.
heard they can take some blood or some shit and get what they need.
Take my blood.
But sometimes they have to do
Do
a
something
rectum
with the
test.
sun-
Ain't no
Sometimes,
reason. Why is it always a reason to try to go in the nigga ass?
You
It's
have
everybody.
a prostate to do a thorough exam.
I know boo boo come out of there. I'm not going in there
All
searching.
right, listen.
Okay, so you know what? Do y'all do anal sex then? Do y'all be doing that?
Nah, I'm
Because
not
then
with
if
the
y'all are
shit.
I'm
into
bull
that,
on that.
then you better be thinking about that when y'all be trying to ask a girl to do that.
Nah, I'm not finna ask her to do that.
That's not
Sure,
anything.
let me
That sound like
What?
that sound like a lot
She
of
took
work.
it there.
No. See,
saying.
we with the bullshit now.
Oh, that shit. Yeah.
Nah,
I'm just saying.
I'm not. It's a real.
Nah, I'ma keep it
Some
gangster.
niggas like that.
I'm not above. I'm not above a thumb.
Okay. You want to put a thumb?
Shit, let me.
Would you want a thumb?
No.
fuck, I ain't no woman.
Wait. Why we got it? No.
Because you might. Some
Look,
guys might like that.
that's
cool.
on them.
You would be okay with being with a guy that's like, give me the thumb?
Yeah.
Probably not, but I mean, it depends. You never know until you're in. I don't think.
And he
a
tell you,
guy
hit me
would
with that
do-
thumb. What you gonna do?
I would, yeah.
Hit him with the thumb, wouldn't you?
No, I've never had to do that, so I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie, I was recently being told a story about this girl who was with this nigga. And this nigga, all he wanted to do was knock her down in the ass, right?
Oh man,
That was his preference, you know what I'm saying?
he just hit the free
And
word.
she was like, one day the nigga just came forward and was just like, because she said something about some faggots or something, you know what I'm saying? Something about some gay niggas, something. And the nigga got real motherfucking offended.
Whole lot of gang shit.
All the sads came out.
That nigga told her, I can't even do my nigga. You know what I'm saying? That nigga told her, that nigga said, whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? It was some sassy ass shit.
And another motherfucking thing.
Yeah. And nigga was basically like, I used to fuck with niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
So,
Now, you remember when you asked me about
How
that?
does that
You remember when
come
you
out?
asked me what I like a
no,
thumb?
because what I'm saying is, go ahead. No.
No, what I was gonna say, that double standard. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That exists for for that.
You can't do that. That's
You
what
can't
I'm
do
saying.
that. Like I
Relationship
can't.
over.
Like if a dude tell you like, yeah, you feeling the dude, and he tell you, yeah, man, back in 08, man, I used to suck a little dick. You know, I'm good.
It's
now.
a rap. It's
Just
a
cool.
rap.
Yeah, so no, that I wouldn't be able to. No.
But you
That's
as a
what I'm
woman
saying.
can
You
holler
know,
off
you
and
can't
tell me
stick
like,
your thumb
yeah,
in no nigga.
I mean,
Nah, man, come on, man.
Swam in the lady pond at one point,
and the dude
did
be like,
both.
you know what, I accept you.
Yeah, that's definitely a double
So
standard.
that's one of the,
yeah, so
and,
no, I
and that's
couldn't.
something we accept. So y'all got to take a thumb.
No, I ain't taking nothing in my ass ever again.
Ever
She
again.
said
So there was a
ever again.
before.
Ever again. There was a one time, and never again.
We
Never.
gotta
So
confession.
it wasn't enjoyable or nothing.
No. No.
Okay, that's
it
cool.
was not.
I'm glad you keep it
time
funky.
that band came.
One time and one time only, huh?
No, it wasn't. No, when I moved here with who I came to be in a relationship, I'm old school,
Oh, so
so
he was
I
with
do
that
feel
bullshit.
like if when you're with this is why I'm saying I think at the end of the day when it comes to you and your partner, whatever y'all decide is whatever. But I'm thinking we're experimenting.
Right.
And
So
if I'm on
talking
my
about-
woman time, then that would be when we would do
Get
that.
down,
Because I
yeah.
feel like as a woman, that's my duty. If I'm supposed to be maybe potentially marrying somebody, then I should. That's your
Y'all
job is
listen,
to
my nigga.
satisfy your man, right?
give
So
her the best
that's
that I
what I
got.
thought. I mean, I still have that mentality, but I'm not doing that.
So you meet the man. So you meet the man of your dreams. He's like, hey, I need to check that shit out to see what it is.
Wait a minute,
Send him on
man.
his way, huh?
He gotta go. Man of your dreams.
I mean,
he gotta
maybe he'll get a random once in a blue moon.
I just caught on to what you were
No.
saying was going on with the. This is some wild shit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you a real one.
Yeah.
You really,
So
you really be
just-
down for a nigga. Down for
Yeah,
some
if you're
other
like
niggas.
in
Down
your
for my nigga.
relationship, I
Fuck
feel
some other
like
nigga.
whatever it is, even if y'all will never disclose stuff y'all have done,
Right.
when you're in love and you're with somebody you building or working to marriage or
Yeah,
whatever.
no.
you're going to-
No, it's no judgment to what they talking about.
Oh, I don't
podcast.
care about the
Yeah,
judge.
no.
you
Yeah,
judge
no,
me all day, I don't
not
care.
on that type of shit. Nah, hell no. It's all
But
cool.
I'm just saying,
Just
I
ain't using
mean,
your thumb on me.
Yeah,
that
don't.
won't
I
be
wish you
happening.
would.
Break it down.
It'll be like the dolphin
You
effect.
walking around like this.
Sound like
What
on this
happened,
particular
girl? I played
panel,
with
there ain't
that
no
nigga.
thumbs.
Trying
no
to use
thumbs
that
all the way
thumb.
across the
No
panel
thumbs.
today.
Yeah. Like, no, I can't help
We
you.
leaving
boo.
that alone.
So listen.
So ignorant.
All right, if we want to get in touch with you, or you want to schedule an appointment to get a massage or whatever, how can we get in contact with you?
JoannBrito.com.
JoannBrito.com. It's
Yeah, so spell that out,
JoannBrito.
Already. And the guidebook to mobile massage tips from the Massage Ninja is available on Amazon right now. Make sure y'all pick that up.
And I'm really mad we were just talking about anal. We were plugging my book.
Hey man, we take it all over the place. We're well versed.
No,
Tell
we-
me.
We're talking about the body, so it's fine.
Yeah, we just bring
Anal
it
than
in.
a plug.
Hey, that's what
Full
massage.
circle.
Hey,
Full
that's what-
circle.
hey,
Yeah.
We went to
that's
the whole
what it
body.
is. Massage ninja, jump on in there.
Yeah.
Jump on this.
Jump on it.
Yo, wait a minute, man.
That's not gonna be the jingle.
Yeah, that's not gonna
Hey, that's kind of dope. Jump on in there, get your appointment.
be
Jump
all
on
up in there.
You know what?
Yikes.
No. No. We're going to have to do so many. He has the disclaimer. No, do not. If you do this, you will be missing some body parts. Like,
You will be missing a thumb.
don't be listening to this fool because he's going to get you fucked up.
That's what he
He's going to get you all the way fucked up.
I'm gonna have you missing a thumb. Don't play.
Y'all come in there, with Joann with that bullshit if y'all want to, man. Hey, you niggas stop beating
And
y'all
I'm gonna be on the side
Y'all
giggling.
niggas have some respect and stop beating your dick in front of Miss Joann, man.
Yeah,
have
that's out
some
of
fucking
my-
respect.
Luckily, that only happened one time. I just could not. I was
minute.
like,
Miss
is this really
Joann.
happening? This could not be
Wait a
happening.
minute. Did he look at you when he did it though?
No, he was in the mirror. I think he was trying to look. I don't know.
Oh, wait, hey,
I'm
man.
just like,
When
is
she
this
offer you
real
the
life?
oil, she don't really want that. She just trying to
Y'all got
tell
you
you
a
to
nasty
calm that
nigga,
shit
man.
down.
She told the nigga to
Stop
take the
that
oil
shit.
and go on about your business.
He took you up on the offer.
That's disrespectful, man.
I mean, my thing is, if that's what you need to do to calm down and for me to secure my coin,
but have
I feel
respect
you.
for have respect for
get
a
on
woman
my
though.
table,
I
do
feel
what you
you.
gotta do, and then come back and then get some act right.
I can't imagine how wild that is. I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm sure that had to be scary. Like
No,
just
I've never been in a really
Shit,
scary
whatever, just-
position
You
ever.
keep a
Shit,
bodyguard
word.
with you.
No, but I will
Throw them
No, I ain't
Fuck
talking
that nigga
about like a
up.
physical bodyguard.
Talking about that thing.
You keep a bodyguard
The
with you?
thing with you.
No, I don't have one of those. I got
strap.
stuff with me.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all
Yeah.
you be
So
seeing.
Joanne
That's all
basically say you run up, you
Y'all
get
run-
done up.
Man,
That's the
hey,
rule.
up to
Okay.
get beat
Fuck
down.
around, you come there playing with Miss Joanne. She turned the Edward Scissorhands on you.
Miss
She like all
Joanne
kind of
is
shit.
hilarious.
And even if I don't win, they gonna know you was in a fight. They gonna know something
They gonna
happened. They
know.
gonna find some DNA. You ain't gonna be able to hide it all.
Run up
So
on
you
the
can
bullshit
try
if
it
y'all
if you
want
want
to,
to,
Miss
yeah.
Joanne.
Let y'all know she got her attack planned out.
Massage
Fucking listening to
ninja,
his
the
ass. Well, I
massage
thought I was gonna try a
Nah,
thumb.
nigga,
No, motherfucker.
Nah, so listen.
Lost your thumb.
Yeah,
Fuck
nah,
around, Miss
stop that,
Joanne. Miss
man.
Joanne ain't doing none of that freaking shit right
Ain't
now.
good. Yeah,
I
stop
have
out
people I
there.
can refer you to potentially, but other than that, no.
Hey, off camera.
Okay,
need
Miss
to refer.
Joanne will let you know where they at.
Yeah, I will.
Need to refer.
No, I do.
Hey,
there
Miss-
are
hey,
people
Miss
here that
Joanne,
do it
friend.
that don't know that I know that they do it.
I know somebody's gonna
and
see
I
this.
will
Like,
refer
David, you got the
them.
referrals.
Yes.
Yeah,
I will
we know Miss
refer them,
Joanne.
and I'll just say, do not say I sent you, because you may not get that. Just I'm gonna give you
Just
some.
play dumb. Be like, nah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just,
We here.
You know,
We here.
So they serve
And we here.
Rub and tug. I think that's what we're going to call
Rub
the
and
episode.
tug.
Oh Lord.
I call it the Tent Chronicles.
You're stupid.
Tent time.
Tent time.
Good time.
Tent time with Joanne.
Miss Joanne. Y'all better stop that nasty ass shit. Miss Joanne coming out with that bandana on her head and that
Brito,
massage
keep it
table and them
neato.
cups. And you niggas start getting beside yourselves, man. Y'all got to relax, man.
We gonna fuck around and get one of our
Fucking
clients beat
scumbags.
up plain.
Hey, man.
Yeah, that's just some different kind of stuff.
Nah. We're going to keep it respectful with Miss Joanne.
Do you have women clients?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know about the sexual advances from the women.
I mean, it does happen. I have a mentored
Okay, let's talk
marriage
about some toxic
therapist,
femininity.
but I think you gotta like, for the men that I talk to that have had situations, it's kind of unfortunate. So I have to tell them like, you know, have something that you can have record, like make sure you can document shit. Because some women will kind of It's happened to two of mentees of mine where they were kind of like trying to get blackmailed into giving them a happy ending.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, women are a little aggressive. And then if they go and say, well,
So they were men masseuse?
for with men masseuse.
So I need to get in the game.
I might need to pick up an extra side job.
My hands soft.
So I can rub down and get rubbed down at the same time.
So they was getting caught up in a sting like.
No, not even a thing. It's just there's some, especially
Were they house
wealthy
calls?
women. Yeah, so
Those are
some
house
wealthy-
calls we talking about, right? Shit, that's
Come
how
in
I
on that Lady Eloise.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I've had therapists that had to do with that, and they've asked like, how do you maneuver
Marcus.
Around
to
there,
do that?
darling.
Yeah, so it's just
Yeah.
kind of like try to do the same thing, but then if you can put a voice recorder on or turn on your video, just so you can have documentation, so nobody says, oh, he tried to sexually.
Oh no, I'm gonna turn my video camera on.
Harass me or
Yeah, this what you
whatever.
want. This what you need.
Oh Lord.
Where do I sign up?
I got what you want.
This just for documentation, baby. Don't you worry about it.
Yeah, so listen, man. Y'all keep it respectful with Miss Joanne, man.
Leave Miss Joanne the fuck alone.
We gonna get out of here.
Let her go in
Listen.
there and do her work.
Let her do her
Yeah,
work.
let her do a job.
It doesn't
man.
happen very often, I will say. It only happened those incidents.
I didn't know
only a
male
few
masseuse
times.
was getting action like that though, man.
Yeah.
That's
Action. Double.
they getting it in.
Yeah, we gonna keep it respectful. Listen, we gonna go ahead and close it out because I want to try to get some cupping in. My shoulder been giving me a little issue since last Thursday. Appreciate you coming through, Miss Joanne.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hook you up.
We got Joann Brito. For real?
Yeah, I said I would.
Hey, listen, yeah, we gonna get out of here for real. Stop bullshitting each other.
You heard her say she work in the wee hours.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
this
is the
prime
wee.
time for me.
It is the wee hours. Okay, we got Joann Brito. Listen, we appreciate you coming through.
Thank
you know what I mean? We had a
you.
great time.
There we did.
Very, very great
Good
time
sport.
with you. Listen, y'all make sure y'all get that book. It's on Amazon. Y'all check that out. Y'all know where it's at. It's on Amazon. I done said that shit before. We finna get up out of here.
JoannBrito.com.
Is it JoannBrito.com? Mm-hmm. JoannBrito.com for sure. So that's
Where
what
can they find you on Instagram? or you
Instagram.
private?
Yeah.
Massage Ninja.
There it is.
Massage Ninja for sure. We're gonna get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Got my boy Devo
Free tie shop Mike.
already. Got my boy Lean
When it's cold outside.
already. Peace.
You not gonna say bye to leave?
What possessed Devo to jump the gun like this? Nah,
Man, I thought you were really trying to get out, bro.
Nah, we was on episode 45. We've been doing this shit for 45 weeks. And that nigga asked me.
And he said, wait.
That nigga said, I forgot
everything.
Yeah, we forgot. In the middle of me saying bye. In the middle of me getting ready to get.
I was
In the middle of you signing off. All right, we about. Hey, wait. You gotta
You ain't gonna tell please and leave, bye.
Just skip it.
I thought there was so much going on, my nigga forgot. My
Nigga
bad.
Devo was appalled.
Like, nigga.
Look at all of you days to leave these
Hold
niggas
tight, baby. We ain't got there yet.
But the underlying thing is, my nigga was looking out. You know what I'm saying?
no, for sure.
At the end of the day,
For
the
sure.
main objective was my niggas.
Nah, all right, so listen. My boy Devo Lean, peace. Miss Joann. You gotta say something. They can't hear you smile.
Hi, bye.
See, the thing how they-
I thought you were just saying
What we
the
doing?
name.
Like I said, this is Joann's first podcast, so it's gonna be on audio first. So when you smile, they wouldn't have been able to hear shit.
Because they didn't say that. You
You
said
talking to her
Devo,
like she
you know-
knew Joann for
I
it.
know,
It's
but
gonna be
he
on
just
audio
went-
first.
You just went
You
just
gonna
back
hear
real
it.
fast, and they didn't say nothing.
gonna
So
come
I
on
just
your
was like,
phone.
all right.
No, they had already spoke. You know what I'm saying? So we got Miss Joann, but listen, your boy down in Houston. We're gonna get up out of here. Episode 46. Is it episode 46?
Yeah.
Episode 46, man. We out.
Donnie Houston.
Man, cuz it's going down. It's really going down. It's H-Town, Texas, baby. What's up? You know we real. Cause you know how we do it on this side. We wreck it, so